Hey guys, my name is Danielle. Welcome to my first real YouTube video. Today we're going to be talking about my gardening essentials. So let's get into it. So first off, you're going to have to decide on a growing medium that you're going to grow your seeds in. So this year I'm going to be growing my seeds in Coco Coir, and I'm also going to mix it with earthworm castings. Now, I did an experiment where I grew seedlings in just Coco Coir, and they did perfectly fine. Obviously, Coco Coir has no nutrients in it, so I did fertilize with this, and my seedlings did wonderful. I think mixing with the earthworm castings will help retain more moisture and obviously give more nutrients to the seedlings. Next, you're going to have to decide what you're going to grow your seedlings in. You can choose to do soil blocking. This is my first time trying it, and so far I really like it. It's kind of different getting the hang of. I think that mixing with the earthworm castings will help it hold together a little bit better. So I'm gonna try that with my next round of seedlings. Some people like to start their seedlings in these little cells. I don't like to because I have a lot going on in my life, and I'm going to forget about up potting, and I'm just generally not going to do it. What I like to do is get the larger cells because this allows for more room for your seedlings to grow larger. You're going to have a much stronger plant rather than just leaving them in these, because they'll easily get root bound and stunted growth keeping it in these small cells, especially if you start your seedlings too early. You can also get kits like this. These are great. They also come with a tray, and I also get the larger ones as well, so that's an option. If you decide to go with the cells like this, you're going to have to get a tray to put them in. So you can get a tray like this, and you can fit 6 of these in here. Next thing to think about, seeds. I love to get my seeds from Epic Gardening, Renee's Garden, MI Gardener. I love getting different varieties that you can't get in the grocery store. You can also get seeds from like Lowe's, Tractor Supply, Home Depot, Walmart, Dollar General. You can literally get seeds anywhere when it's seed starting time. I love to plan ahead and order from kind of like specialty seed places, just because I like to grow like really cool things, and it just makes gardening more exciting for me. In my opinion, I think gardening books are an essential. I go back to these gardening books so many times throughout my gardening season, even with seed starting. Gardening books are an immense resource to any gardener. Another book I love is this. This book taught me all about double digging, how to do my garden beds, watering, how to grow the maximum amount of vegetables per square foot. This is what taught me the square foot gardening method, which is essential if you want to grow enough food to feed your family. So get you some gardening books, read them, keep them in a place where you can easily find them, because I promise you will go back to them over and over again. Also, you need a gardening journal. You're gonna need something where you can kind of write down your gardening map, when to start your seeds, and also keep a record of things that might have gone wrong or didn't do the best throughout the gardening season. Just get a notebook, anything that you can write your notes down and organize your garden with. Next, once you start your seeds, you are going to have to think about how you're going to cover them to retain the moisture during the germination phase. Some of the kits come with these humidity domes. If they don't, you can use plastic wrap. I use both of these methods and they both work wonderful. You can also start seeds in milk cartons or fruit containers. Listen, you already paid for this stuff, and it's a wonderful idea just to reuse what you already have. Once your seedlings germinate, you're going to have to think about a lighting source. In my house, there are no windows downstairs that get enough direct sunlight to grow seedlings. So I have to use grow lights. So I simply attach my grow lights to a wire rack. So I use full spectrum grow lights and I attach them to my wire rack simply with zip ties. And zip ties are great because I can cut them and attach longer ones to lower the lights closer to my seedlings when they first start to sprout. I can also tighten them to bring the lights higher to allow for my seedlings to grow taller and not burn them. Also, something to think about for me that's an essential is a timer for my grow lights. I am going to accidentally leave my grow lights on all the time. And I only want my grow lights on for 14 hours during the day and off for 10 so that my seedlings have time to rest, because that's a crucial phase for your seedlings. You cannot leave the light on 24/7. So I'm either going to leave the grow lights on, forget to turn them on, like leave them on too long, like all of that mess. Now, if you're good at organizing and remembering things, then you do that. You don't need one. But for me, I do. This is the rack that I use to grow my seedlings on. As you can see, I have a couple of trays on here that are in the germination phase. These are my grow lights, and this right here is my timer. Well, that's it for all of my seed starting essentials. Thank you for watching. Happy growing!